Thanks now to the Michael Jackson trial, where his accuser could take the stand later today. On Tuesday, Jackson's attorney cross-examined the brother of Jackson's accuser, getting him to admit he'd lied under oath in a previous case and trying to point out inconsistencies in his testimony. Dan Abrams is NBC's chief legal correspondent, the host of the Abrams Report on MSNBC. And NBC News analyst Diane Dimond is covering the trial for Court TV. And good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Dan, let me begin with you. The whole point of the cross-examination here was to show what he had said in the grand jury testimony, showing what the boy had said to his psychologist, and showing inconsistencies. One of the issues, a dirty magazine he claimed he'd seen that Michael had shown him, that turns out the particular magazine that Mesereau pulled out of this bag was dated long after the boy had left Neverland.
Right. I mean, this was the moment that apparently there was more of a gasp in the courtroom, but I would say a less important moment than some of the others. And I say there was a gasp because apparently the boy had thought this was the very magazine that he had seen. When Tom Mesereau pointed out the date on the magazine, it seems it couldn't have been the actual magazine. But I think more important were the inconsistencies about exactly what he saw. Remember, he is the witness. He is the one who saw Michael Jackson allegedly molesting his brother. And yet, on different occasions, he described what he saw quite differently, and Tom Mesereau pointed that out.
There was also the question raised what he saw in the bedroom. There was apparently an alarm or a chime that would sound when you would enter the doorway of Michael's bedroom. So the question is, didn't that go off?
Right, and the defense is saying, so what, Michael Jackson didn't hear this alarm go off and just continued to molest this sleeping boy while someone else walks in? The prosecutors and the boy say, well, if one of the doors are closed, you may not be able to actually hear that alarm, so it's not that big a deal.
But Diane, does this overcome the root of this boy's testimony to what he witnessed? As someone else explained once, either this happened or it didn't.
I think what you have to remember is this is a 14-year-old boy. He doesn't really remember dates. He sometimes didn't remember the name of his mother's attorney. But at the end of the day, when he left the stand, and I was in that courtroom, I can't say that he left the stand with a lack of credibility on the big issues about what he saw, whether the exact clothing description during the act of molestation matched or not from a statement he made a long time ago. I didn't think that was the point. The point was he talked about pornography Michael showed him allegedly, about the liquor allegedly given to them, about all sorts of things, even threats. He said, Michael Jackson said, if you tell anybody what we're doing here, don't tell, not even if they put a gun to your head. I thought he was pretty compelling.
It went beyond clothing, though. I mean, the issue was exactly what did he see, meaning what was the molestation? What was actually happening there? Where were the hands? Where was Michael Jackson? What was he doing? Different accounts at different times.
All right. Dan Abrams, Diane Dimond, thanks to both of you. Appreciate it.